I'll leave it out, mate. I was only there for a couple of minutes.
It's a couple of minutes too long then, sir. It's a double yellow line.
Ain't you blokes got nothing better to do? Like nicking a few villains?
Just move the vehicle, please, sir. There is a removal truck in the area. Excuse me, madam.
Officer, is it all right to leave it here? Only it is an emergency.
What sort of emergency?
My little girl, she's with my mother, but she needs something from the chemist, urgently.
All right, I haven't seen you.
5 minutes, I promise.
I'll be round again.
Thanks.
Wait! What is it? 1-0 for birds and different for blokes? I'm reporting you, mate.
Andrew, this parking crackdown. All systems go?
Yes, sir.
Only I've got councillors Passad and Wilson from the Consultative Committee coming in later on. And I want to be able to report that we're giving it our best shot.
We are, considering.
Considering what, Andrew?
3 burglaries, a fail to stop, 2 thefts from vehicles, a criminal damage.
All right, spare me the details. Who have we got on it, apart from the wardens, that is?
Steve Loxton and Dave Quinnen.
And
No one.
this is meant to be a major initiative, Andrew. I thought that had been made clear.
Yes, sir, and on the day, they're all I can spare.
Yeah, but Loxton and Quinnen?
You did ask for experienced officers.
Not 2 Rottweilers.
I don't know if you're interested, mate. I've just seen this geezer climbing into that slope place down by the river.
Got much more to do?
Quite a bit, I'm afraid.
Hang on. Excuse me, sir, but I'm afraid you can't park here.
It's all right, Inspector. I have an appointment with the Chief Superintendent.
You've cleared it, then?
Well, not as such,
Then
but...
I'm very sorry, sir, but I'll have to ask you to move it. This yard is strictly for police vehicles only, as the sign by the entrance said.
Look, do you know who I am? Eric Wilson. Councillor Eric Wilson on a police consultative committee?
That's as maybe, Mr. Wilson, but I'm afraid you'll still have to move your vehicle. There's a car park out front.
It's full.
Then there's a public car park about 100 yards down on the right.
I know. I was one of those responsible for putting it there. What's your name, Inspector?
Monroe, sir.
Well, Inspector Monroe, I shall make sure Mr. Brownlow knows exactly why I'm late for our meeting.
I'll tell him you're on your way. Sir.
You weren't there. He was round the side.
What did he look like?
Young, late 20s maybe. Fair. Bit like you, in fact. Was carrying this sports bag, looked like.
What are you doing?
Are you the owner of this vehicle, madam?
Yes, but
It's illegally parked.
a policeman said I could leave it here.
Really?
Yes.
And, what policeman might that be then?
He's not here at the moment, but it's because it was an emergency. Look, stop!
What emergency? Wait! Oh, wait! What emergency?
My baby urgently needs these. Nappies. No!
Hey! On the boat! On the boat! Could you come here, please? Are you deaf or what?
Far enough.
Did you hear me call him? Can you tell me what you're doing here, sir? This is private property.
What am I doing?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Good question. What am I doing?
doing myself in, officer.
But he said I could park here!
Look, madam, all I know is it's illegally parked. That's why we're removing the vehicle. To get it back, you will have to go to the Galata Street Pound.
And how much is that going to cost?
That's 105 for the removal plus 30 for the ticket.
135 quid, you must be joking!
Look, if you want it back...
But this is stupid, it's
Look,
here now!
Madam, I'm sorry, but once the wheels are off the ground, I cannot release the vehicle. Except in exceptional circumstances, you will have to go to the pound.
But when I got here, the wheels weren't off the ground!
Sorry, there's nothing I can do.
Look, you... Whoa.
Let go, please.
These are exceptional circumstances then. I've got a 3-month-old baby at home.
Alone?
That is not the point. She needs these nappies badly.
You'll have to go to the pound. You're lucky I don't arrest you.
You couldn't care less, could you?
Bus stop's over there. I'm arresting you for assault.
So what's the problem?
No problem. No point me living, that's all.
Why is that?
Failed. Job, flat, family, everything.
So you got family then? Kids? They don't want to lose their dad, do they?
363 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
Go ahead.
Where are you?
I'm still at Parker's.
Do you need any assistance?
No! Negative, I'm dealing.
Long gone before they get here anyway.
Terribly sorry to be late, gentlemen. Unforgivable.
That's all right. Coffee?
Thank you. Black, please.
Derek?
Galling thing is, but for one of your inspectors, I'd have been early.
Oh?
Munro refused point blank to let me park downstairs, and then a public car park was full. Thank you. And quite frankly, Chief Superintendent, with officers like that, I'm not surprised the Met finds it so difficult making friends.
Mate of mine fell in here once. Just down there. Mickey.
What happened?
Got him out.
That's lucky.
4 minutes, they reckon. That's all you've got.
Mickey what? Your mate?
Low.
No, he worked here, did he? And you?
Got a push. Year ago, before it went under.
Nothing since?
Dead. Then the flat went. Couldn't keep up the mortgage.
Yeah, it's tough.
Weren't my fault.
Yeah, well, things are picking up now, aren't they?
No closer, I promise.
What's the point of doing yourself in just when things are getting better?
Never get better for me, Steve. Jinxed.
So have you got any witnesses to this assault?
Only the removals truck driver. None of the public wanted to know, of course.
I'm not surprised.
But what else could I do, Sarge, eh? I mean, she was well out of order.
My solicitor will be here shortly.
Right. How long?
About an hour.
Gary, number 2.
Come on.
Just a moment. You're not going to put me in a cell.
You've been arrested for assaulting a police officer, Mrs. Scott. That's a very serious offence. I am not having members of the public striking my officers for any reason.
This is ludicrous.
Look, no matter how bad things look now, another day they'll look totally different.
Oh, it's no good.
No, wait. What about your wife? What's her name?
She don't care. Threw me out.
We could get her down here. You could talk about it, sort it out.
Like my dad said once, no woman wants a loser.
What's her name?
Jackie.
We could get her down here easy.
She don't want me.
So, you had a fight?
A fight? A fight? No.
Look, just talk to her. Give it another go.
No, I'm no good for her or the kids.
Well, what have you got to lose?
No. It's better like this. Clean over. Everything.
But you'd like to get back, wouldn't you? You and Jackie. And the kids. Try again. Fresh start. How about it? Sierra Oscar from 363 receiving.
Go ahead, Steve.
Manning River at Parker's Slate Company. Urgent assistance required.
So what did you see exactly, Mr. Little?
Oh, when I got here, the two of them were just talking, like, you know, on the barge. Just sort of keeled over.
He didn't jump.
Hard to say. Didn't look like it. He just stood there watching. Trying to help or nothing.
Yeah, well, we're advised not to risk life needlessly.
That right?
No joy.
Yeah, that just about sums it up. Take that back for us, will you?
Sure. And you want a lift?
I'm walking.
The simple fact, Councillor Wilson, as you well know, is that local traders won't accept any proposals that could reduce customers' access.
Neither will my constituents accept the fact, Councillor Prasad, that more and more cars from out of the area are clogging up residential streets.
Sir. Is it okay if I stay with this drowning, sir? Notify the next of kin.
Parking tickets that dull?
No, it's not. It's just that I was there, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Your solicitor's here.
Ian Clark. About 30, tallish, fair hair. Right. Do you know the address? No, it's okay. I'll ring the council. Right. Yep. Yep, thank you. Goodbye. Cheers.
You okay?
Why shouldn't I be?
Some geezer topped himself in front of you. Not exactly pleasant, is it? Was suicide, wasn't it?
Have you looked in there?
It's just a load of rocks.
Yeah, well, Chummy was piling them in his pockets as we talked.
That's all right, then.
Thanks.
What I mean is, don't worry about what that witness said. Lindell, you did the right thing.
I know.
Going in would have been suicide.
I know. Right now, I'm trying to contact the bloke's family, okay?
No, absolutely not.
But if you don't admit that you're guilty, then it'll go to trial.
Good. Then we'll see who the court believes, won't we?
You're not denying that you hit me.
You don't have to answer that, Mrs. Scott. All my client is saying, Constable, is that when the bench hears how a policeman told her she could park her car there, and she did, and how another policeman then came along and started to remove her vehicle onto a removals truck and wouldn't let it down even though she got there before the wheels were off the ground, and how she was on an urgent trip for her little 3-month-old baby who was crying at home in considerable pain with nappy rash, well, they might look rather unfavourably on your actions. They might even wonder why you've wasted their time bringing the case before them at all.
Oh, sir.
Dave.
This is Salt, female motorist. Still swears a copper said she could park on a double yellow.
It doesn't give her the right to hit you.
Well, yeah, I know, but well, it puts it in a different light, though, doesn't it? For the court.
Court? She's not going to accept a caution.
I reckon they're trying to face us down.
Could it have been Steve?
He wouldn't let her pump the park on a double yellow. He's worse than me.
Well, why not ask him? He's around somewhere.
If you're talking about Steve Loxton, I saw him go out a couple of minutes ago.
Look, either way, it's very simple. If she won't accept a caution for the assault, it's court or no further action. Hmm? Yes, Bob?
Yes, sir, this case.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right. Well, I'm afraid I've been unable to consult yet with the officer who you may have spoken with this morning. But even if he does confirm your story...
It's not a story, Constable.
Your version of events, then, that still leaves the assault, for which there are a number of witnesses.
The lorry driver.
Amongst others. So I would strongly advise that you accept a caution for the assault, and then the whole thing will be over with. I mean, it's the simplest thing all round.
For you, Constable, yes. But not for Mrs. Scott.
Sorry?
Well, quite apart from the fact that I'm sure she'd rather not have a criminal record. According to her, when she got back to her car, you hadn't yet started loading it onto your vehicle. So you were under no obligation to go through with the action of removing it. And since Mrs. Scott was clearly willing to move it herself, in law, you had no reason to take it away.
So, it seems I could have good grounds for an official complaint.
Looks like it is, yeah. Yeah, it is. Scratch here. Lana done it, didn't you? Why?
Well, I have to inform you, Mrs. Clark, that a man we believe to be your husband went into the River Thames today by Parker's slate yard. He's now missing.
What do you mean, went in?
Went into the river.
You mean he's dead?
We can't say that unless we find a body. I'm sorry. River Police are still searching, but...
Pratt. Done himself in? What are we going to do now? He always said he would. If things didn't get better, like this hole he got us in. Go on then, I said. Give us all a rest. Bastard.
It's not definite that it was suicide.
No, it was.
According to witnesses, he could have just fallen in.
No. I mean, what was he doing there? It's closed down, isn't it? And it's just to spite me and the kids. These witnesses didn't try to help him then?
Too dangerous, apparently.
Nah. No one ever felt like helping him. Trouble, really.
Are you sure you don't want to admit the assault and accept the caution?
I'm astonished that you're going ahead with this, Sergeant.
Rosalind Scott, you are charged on the 23rd of August, 1993, at Casbury Road, Sun Hill.
That's him! That's the one who said I could park there!
Steve, this lady says you told her she could park her Fiat Uno on a double yellow line this morning.
No.
You liar! He's lying!
Steve. Sorry. Steve, don't just walk away. We could have a problem here.
Look, I never gave her permission. I just said I'd turn a blind eye for 5 minutes.
Oh, brilliant! Me and the truck only turned up and tried to remove her motor.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right, oh. So she weren't too pleased when she came back. She assaulted me, as a matter of fact, and now she wants to make a complaint
Yeah, well, if
against
she
me.
assaulted you, what is it you're worried about?
Look, just stop a minute. I'm not worried. I could just do without it, that's all. What I want to know is why you didn't tell us about the Fiat.
I was called off on a shout.
But you knew I was round the corner.
I was busy! OK?
Steve, a word, please. My office.
Yes, sir.
Shut the door. Right. I take it Dave's filled you in on Mrs. Scott and her Uno.
Yes, sir.
Well, don't worry about what happened later. You were called to an emergency and that takes precedence over anything. But as Mrs. Scott is kicking up a stink, I'd like to know what you said to her and when, exactly.
She was parked on a double yellow line. She said she needed 5 minutes to go to the chemist to get something for her kid urgently. Basically, I turned a blind eye. I said I'd be back in 5 minutes. About 15 minutes later, I was about to write out a ticket when I was called away.
You're sure it was 15 minutes?
Yes, sir. I'd just given a ticket when I saw the Uno, and that was at 9:29. I was about to write out a ticket for the Uno at 9:46 when a bloke came up to me and told me about the suspect at Parker's.
Well, it's something. Thanks. You've informed the next of kin?
Yes, sir. Wife.
How did she take it?
She wasn't exactly heartbroken, sir.
And how are you?
Me, I'm all right.
Only it's not easy, not going in to help, is it?
No, sir.
You did the right thing, Steve. You did your best, and he didn't want to know. Might as well jump after someone who's chucked himself in front of a train as going to the river.
But what if he didn't mean it? What if he fell?
From what I've heard, he'd been drinking, right?
Yeah.
And he went there deliberately, of his own accord, and stood right by the river. Well then, accident or suicide, you're not responsible for his death. Only he is. What?
I was just remembering last winter when I went into the canal and my coat got waterlogged. I nearly drowned.
Yes.
And I was looking at him in the water today, and I was thinking, it could have been me, you know?
You did the right thing, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Most instructive.
Well, I'm only sorry we weren't able to make more progress.
Oh, I think we made progress.
At least we're clearer now about the realities.
Oh, we're always happy to listen to ideas from the local community, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, and help where we can.
We're only sorry we can't stay for lunch.
Oh, well, another time perhaps.
Yes.
Goodbye. Bye.
My baby's screaming with nappy rash. And I rush out to buy her some new nappies. And I end up being flung in a cell, kept waiting around for hours, treated like I'm a piece of dirt. And then they were the guy who, though I don't know, who could have sorted everything out, eventually turns up. He just denies the whole thing and walks away.
PC Loxton?
Yeah.
Well, if any of my officers have been rude or discourteous, you can take it from me that I will deal with them. But PC Loxton was probably preoccupied because he'd just returned from informing a woman that her husband is probably dead, drowned in the Thames. He was busy trying to stop the man throwing himself in when he should have been guarding your Uno. Sorry. So, Mrs. Scott, before deciding whether you want to make a complaint or go to court, perhaps you should bear in mind that sometimes we do actually have better things to do than spend our time dealing with other people's parking problems.
Tea, please. Look, Steve, I'm sorry about mouthing off earlier. I mean, obviously, if I'd have known, I wouldn't
just forget it.
Ah, there you are. Well, you'll be pleased to know, Dave, that after some thought, Mrs. Scott has decided to accept a caution after all, and won't be proceeding with her complaint either.
That's great. How'd you swing that, sir?
Now, let's just say that reason prevailed. But next time, a little more common sense all round,
How are my 2 Rottweilers, then? 2 less for lunch next door, Flo. Busy morning?
Sir.
Well, good. Keep it up. And no quarter given, all right? Andrew, please.
Cheers. Can I help you?
You're going to think I'm going round the twist.
Try telling me.
So what's your builder's name, Mrs. Cox?
Draper. Scott Draper. I'd guess he'd be in his early 20s.
Mm-hmm. And you just found yourself chatting about a shooting?
It's really shaken me up. I can't get it out of my head that he really could have murdered someone.
So what actually did he say to you yesterday?
You know, I have been racking my brains all night and I can't think how he ever got onto it. I think that I said something like, it must be really nice for his wife having someone so handy. And he said it was useful in other ways too, being a builder, because he'd once been able to brick up someone's clothes inside a wall. Well, I laughed, thinking it was a joke he'd played on a mate or something. I asked why he did it.
What then?
Suddenly, he was saying how he pointed a gun at a man and squeezed the trigger. The man dropped down. And that was it. All over. All about how easy it was, only he was saying it like it was the most normal thing in the world.
Oh, I remember the Draper brothers, all right. But I never knew there was a younger brother. Oh, yeah. There's a big age gap between Scott and the other 2. Were you after them at Amip? I was on the verge of putting Tommy and Gavin away for something a lot more substantial than armed robbery. But I had to give up my inquiries when Chris Lovell's activities came to light. And I was suspended from AMIP.
What was that, Gov? The Drapers?
3 years ago, there was an attack on a security van by 2 masked men led away one of the guards at gunpoint. Now, the guard, Tony Lamb, I think his name was, hasn't been seen or heard of since. And I've always fancied Tommy and Gavin for that one.
And you think Tony Lamb could be Scott's victim?
Scott's got no form, has he?
Do you think the Drapers were customers for Lovell's information?
Well, who knows? You see, an established family like that, word must have gotten to them that there was an AMIP super with a leaky bagman. And I was beginning to be pretty heavily down Tommy Draper's neck.
For murder? So you don't think Mrs. Cox was overreacting then? The Scott Draper was just trying to get some sort of rise out of her?
This Rosemary Cox, how reliable is she?
Easily impressed, I'd say. But very genuine.
Right. Let's start some preliminary inquiries, shall we? See what we can turn up. It's a long time since I've been here.
Well, if it isn't the superintendent.
It's Detective Chief Inspector now, Mrs. Draper.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. You slipped on a banana skin.
Still got enough clout to get things moving, Marion.
What do you want with me, anyway? You should know I've none of my men left here now.
Can we come in?
No.
We're looking for your son, Scott.
Scott! You never said you was wanting the nick repainted.
It's in connection with a serious matter.
No way. Not him. He might have inherited his dad's looks, but he's just never been up for the bold stroke. Know what I mean?
Is Scott here, Mrs. Draper?
No, he ain't. And I'm telling you, you're wasting your time with him.
Well, he hasn't turned up for work today. And there's nobody at home, so we thought he might be here.
He's married now to Leslie York. You put our brother Freddie away when you was superintendent.
Not before time. He's a violent man.
Probably why she went for Scott. The old Draper charm. Fell for it myself when I was her age. But Scott's never going to get her that villa in the sun she wants. He hasn't the vision or the ambition. Not like my other boys.
He may be a lot more like your other boys than you think.
Are you going to tell me what you're after him for?
Now, you know the answer to that, Marion. We want him to help us with our inquiries. I bet Marion Draper's life story is worth the telling. I've seen pictures of her dressed to the nines, all the men around her, like she was some kind of queen bee.
Yeah, and her egging him on to bring her back the honey.
Oh, yeah, that's certainly.
Never saw the glamour in prison visiting myself.
You? What the egg do you want? Oh, Freddie's not gone out, has he?
No.
I thought for a second. What are you after then?
Is your husband in?
Scott? What's he supposed to have done? Nicked a bag of crisps? Scott? You've got visitors?
Scott Draper, I'm DCI Meadows from Sun Hill. This is DC Lines.
Yeah? Come in.
Must be a bit more than shoplifting to bring you out the woodwork.
Leave it out.
Well, what you done then?
What's this about?
You're working for Rosemary Cox.
Yeah?
Well, apparently you had a very interesting conversation with her yesterday.
You've been trying to get your leg over.
Oh, is that what you were trying to do? Chat her up by telling her what a man you are.
Did you take your scrapbook over to show her then?
And what book's that, Mrs. Draper?
You leave it where it is.
It's his favourite reading. The Glories of the Drapers.
Well, this lot was before Scott was born.
His dad started it. Now he keeps it up. No one else is interested. Except I noticed it was gone yesterday. Take it to work to impress her, did you?
Leave it out, will you?
Mystery of a missing security guard. So what's this doing here? Since when was this down to your family? And there's more on the missing guard. Is this what you were talking to Rosemary Cox about?
What's going on? What's he been saying?
So what's that stuff doing in there? I think you know what happened to Tony Lamb.
He knows nothing about all that.
What do you know? You don't know everything. I might just surprise you one day.
Well, we'd like you to come down to the station.
And perhaps you can surprise us. 3 years ago, during a raid on a security van in Canley Street, a security guard was led away at gunpoint. Tony Lamb. Now, I think you were there, and I think you led Tony Lamb away. Yesterday, you told Mrs. Cox how easy it was to shoot a man. Is that what you did?
You came looking for me because some lonely cow starts romancing. Why should I know anything about some stick-up that happened years ago?
We've been looking at all the cuttings you got pasted in this album. Now, come on. Tell me why you told Mrs. Cox.
You tell me.
Well, I think it was on your mind. I think it was bothering you. See, I don't think you're that ruthless that a cold-blooded killing wouldn't come back to haunt you at night. You met Mrs. Cox, she was a nice lady, she was sympathetic, and you thought, I'll take a chance. And you told her.
Must be a relief getting it off your chest.
Unless, of course, you didn't want to do it. Perhaps Gavin or Tommy made you do it.
What are you going on about Tommy and Gavin all the time for? Why does it always have to be down to them?
Typical Draper job, wasn't it?
Although Tommy and Gavin would make sure that nobody got in the way. They wouldn't risk making a mistake that would land them with a life sentence, which is what you're looking at, Scott.
Maybe the kid brother's a bit of a hothead.
Is that what happened, Scott? You got carried away?
No one says the Drapers had anything to do with that job.
Well, I do. I'm saying it now. Come on, Scott. Tell us what you told Mrs. Cox.
I put him in the back of the car. Next to me so I could keep the gun on him. We drove to this old flooded gravel pit, surrounded by trees. I made him get out of the car and stand there, right near the edge of the quarry. And I shot him. Really simple. One shot in the back of the head. I didn't have to see his face. I'd already thought it all out, what I had to do, so as he'd not be identified even if he got found. Then I tied him to a concrete post from an old fence and rolled him over into the water. Gone. Disappeared. See? It doesn't take much, really. Not when you've got the bottle. So, you're going to charge me or what?
So, the boss was right. Young Scott told us the same story he told Mrs. Cox. That security guard is at the bottom of a gravel pit somewhere.
Well, Meadows must be pleased.
Yeah. What bugs me is why Scott Draper chose to confess now. Funny thing is, he doesn't seem that bothered. Not like he's just got something off his chest.
Well, maybe he's been promoted head of the family in the temporary absence of his brothers. Maybe the body's about to float.
Yeah, well, the governor's getting a warrant to look for the guard's uniform. If it's where Scott says it is, he can tell Amip that he's cleared it up very nicely for him.
All right, we're here. On the ground floor. We sealed up the fireplace.
You sure? Right. Tosh, look after him. I'll have a word with the people inside.
Right.
Yes?
DCI Meadows, on Hill. And you're Mr.
Derek Salter.
I'm sorry to trouble you, Mr. Salter, but I'm afraid we're going to have to come in and look around your flat. Josh, bring him in.
Right, come on.
Mr. Salter, this is DC Lines.
Hello.
And Mr. Draper, come on.
Sorry about this.
It's all
all right. They're police. They want to search for something.
In here?
I am sorry about this. We'll be out of here as soon as we possibly can. Right, is that it? You sure?
Yeah.
Right, let's do it. Try not to make too much mess.
Well, this is all very exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, the boss is clearing up a spot of unfinished business.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, a murder investigation he had to abandon when he left AMIP. He's not the kind of man who likes to leave loose ends hanging about.
Yeah, it can be tough living with unfinished business.
I think you better wait outside.
What's this all about?
Well, it's part of an ongoing investigation into a possible murder.
A murder? But he's such a nice-looking lad.
Well, in my experience, looks don't have anything to do with it.
Gav?
Tart.
We've got it, Gov.
Told you, didn't I?
Right. Let's run through some of it again, shall we?
Okay.
Now, eyewitnesses said there were 2 masked men who raided the security van, so that's you and who else?
I ain't grassing no one up.
Was it Tommy or Gavin? Don't tell me you used somebody from outside the family.
I ain't saying, okay? Besides, the murder's down to me alone.
So who did the driving? Oh, we'll leave that for the minute. Why did you lead Tony Lamb away?
He saw my face. Pulled my headgear off when I was inside the van. I wasn't taking no chances.
Why didn't you shoot him there and then?
Untidy. I like to do a job proper.
Whose decision was it to go tooled up? Yours?
I had hold of the gun. That's all I'm telling you.
Who planned the raid?
Like you said. I don't want the killing on my mind no more. Doesn't mean I have to give you chapter and verse on everything else.
Things have been pretty quiet since Tommy and Gavin got sent down. Haven't they, Scott? Why haven't you kept busy?
How do you know I ain't?
Leslie told us, you remember?
Leave her out of this.
Your mother said that she married you because she thought you were going to follow in your brother's footsteps. Lead her to a life of luxury on the Costa del Crime. I didn't see Leslie like that at all.
Don't know what you're getting at.
You know, at first I thought you just wanted to get all this off your chest. But when you started to tell us about it, you sounded proud of it. Proud of what you've done. Is that right, Scott?
You can think what you like. I've done what I did, and now I've told you about it.
But I'm wondering why. Why have you told us about it?
My business, okay?
All right. Now, where's this pit where you dumped Tony Lamb?
I didn't watch the road. On purpose. We do things on a need-to-know basis. Clever, eh?
You've had the luxury of a confession. But don't kid yourself, luxuries don't come cheap. You'll go down for this. For life. So, what do you think so far?
Well, the uniform was exactly what he said it was. That ties him in pretty conclusively.
Yeah, but you could still deny it all, couldn't I? We've got nothing to make it stick.
Forensic may come up with something on the uniform.
We need a body.
Doesn't look like Scott's running the show, though, does it?
Exactly. I want to talk to the brothers. I want to ring the prison and arrange an interview.
So you've still got Scott in the frame for the actual murder?
Oh, yeah. His story's for real. His mum was right. He can't hack it. He had to tell someone. And he must have known that when he told Rosemary Cox, she's not the sort of person just to sit on her hands.
Doesn't sound much like your hard man killer.
They don't usually, do they?
Still, I haven't seen the boss so bright and eager for a while.
Yeah. Hello, DC Lines. Yeah. OK, right, I'll be straight down. Leslie Draper's downstairs, wondering where her husband is.
What's going on? Where is he?
Would you like to come in here for a moment, Mrs. Draper? Please. Take a seat.
Well, you fitting him up for something?
Like what?
Oh, come on. Scott's never been up to anything. That's his trouble.
What do you mean?
People hear he's a draper. They expect him to be tough. It's a hard family, innit? But he's never made a reputation for himself. He thinks people laugh at him behind his back. He torments himself sometimes. I thought perhaps he'd done something just to prove them wrong, but nothing serious.
How long have you been married?
A couple of years. What's that got to do with it?
Would you say he's had something on his mind?
What kind of question's that?
Mrs. Draper, Scott has just confessed to murder.
Murder?
I'm afraid so, yes.
I want to see him.
We haven't finished interviewing him.
You ain't charged him yet? He ain't done it, that's why. You're winding me up. Scott hasn't murdered anyone. He couldn't.
He says he has. And he told the woman he's working for yesterday.
Is this that job you were looking at in that scrapbook?
Yes.
Well, I suppose there's one person who'll be thrilled to hear all this.
Who's that then?
His stupid mother.
Yes, sir. DCI Meadows and DC Lines from Sun Hill.
Come on.
Hello, Tommy.
Mr. Meadows.
I don't believe you know DC Lines.
Hello. Oh yeah, my kid brother's got himself in a spot of bother. What's he been up to?
He's confessed to shooting Tony Lamb in the back of the head.
Tony Lamb? But...
After the security van raid in Canley Street.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Meadows, I really am. But that's the best joke I've heard in years. Young Scott sitting in Sun Hill pouring his heart out to you. What does he say he's done with the body?
At the bottom of a disused, flooded gravel pit. Perhaps you'd like to share the joke.
Right at this moment, Tony Lamb is living it up on some beach in Rio. Shacked up with some local maiden, I hear. He's done all right for himself.
You mean there was no killing?
That's not our style. You should know that.
So he's just been winding us up.
That I wouldn't know.
Was Tony Lamb in on the job?
He's in Rio. That's all I'm saying.
And you covered his tracks, but making it look like you blew him away. You took a chance.
Never came to court. Even if it had, it wouldn't have hurt Tony by then to say where he was.
But it was your job.
Yeah, okay. You can have it. What the heck, I'll only get a concurrent. You were pretty close behind us anyway, as I recall, Mr. Meadows. Then you had to leave off, owing to a bit of bother of your own.
Was Scott involved at all?
No, we never took Scott on a job. Never.
But he knew where the uniform was.
The kid was desperate to be involved, so we gave it to him to get rid of. Never dreamt he'd pull this trick.
And does Scott know where Tony Lamb is now?
No, we never said. We're not ones to take our work home.
Could he have thought you took Tony Lamb away and killed him?
In cold blood? There are some sickos in here enjoy killing. I prefer football.
Well, thanks for putting us straight.
No Draper's going to make a laughing stock of himself. The screws say we're all volunteers in here. But you don't go putting yourself away just to shine up your image, do you? Or if you do, you better be well prepared to live up to it. A kid like Scott wouldn't last 2 minutes in here. He'd end up in the seg with the nonces. And no brother of mine goes on Rule 43, no way. I've got my dignity to consider.
And you think he would have played it through right to the end?
He just doesn't have what it takes. That's his trouble.
I persuaded myself he was singing in tune, didn't I?
Come on. Who's to know he was just a wannabe?
No, there's too much at stake trying to sort the past out. I missed all the warning signs.
It was still a clear outgo.
Yeah.
One more robbery down to the Draper brothers. And you can have an interesting chat with Tony Lamb's grieving widow. Yeah?
All right, Scott. That's enough excitement for one day.
Aren't you going to charge me?
What with? Wasting police time?
No, murder.
You'll be charged with being an accessory to the robbery and released on bail.
Come on, let's get your stuff. It's not a hotel.
I told you I did it. You found the uniform, didn't you? Just where I said it was.
Tommy gave it to you to get rid of it. He's just told us.
You got to believe me. That Rosemary Cox believed me. I shot him. In the back of the head.
Tony Lamb's in Rio. His wife's just confirmed it. It's time to go home.
Come on. Let's have you.
Did you get a result?
Not the one I expected.
You got to watch out for the past, you know. It tends to hang onto your shirt tail and whisper sweet nothings in your ear.
Yeah. Yeah, you leave an idea lying around for long enough, and it takes on a life of its own. I won't make that mistake again.
Can I have an update, please? Okay, Sarge. No further assistance required.
Tact, Reds! Yeah, but we're in the picture. Get on, enemy!
I'm gonna be sick! And he's been sick as a dog. In the street, in the side yard, in the van.
Yeah, Dave, stick him in the cell, will you? He'd have dried out by the time I come back on. Are you sure he's all right?
I'm fine.
Yeah, glassing someone takes it out of you, doesn't it?
Reg, call the FME, will you? I need to certify that he's unfit to be interviewed.
Excuse me.
Police, is it?
Yes. Detective Inspector Harry Haynes, Sunhill.
Any news?
Well, Mr. Barrett's recovering well, but I haven't seen him as yet.
Badly cut, though.
Pretty bad.
I've known Jeff since he was a lad. 4 years he's been with the club. It's a rotten break.
Yeah, it is. So, what did you see?
Not much. Jeff was glass in the pool room. First I knew of it was when he ran in here. Bleeding. Screaming blue murder. Everyone went AWOL.
And you were in behind the bar, were you?
No, my barmaid was behind the bar. I was out front celebrating. We won the match. The double. 3rd year in a row. Then...
So you run the pub football team, eh?
Duke of Rutland, yeah. We played the District Sunday League. These are the honours. Lads left them behind.
May I? I've got to ask you if you want to press charges.
Well, it's not up to me, is it? I wasn't the one who got hurt.
I don't mean the assault, I mean the affray. The officers on the scene decided to disperse the combatants. But if you're keen to press charges...
Not against the lads. They just went a bit mad when they saw the blood. I mean, you would, wouldn't you?
What about criminal damage?
No, doesn't matter.
Boys will be boys, eh?
I don't mean that. But it won't happen again. Take my word for it. I don't have trouble in my pub.
Morning, Andrew.
Oh, morning, sir.
Carry on, don't mind me.
So, what can I do for you?
Just to let you know, I'm going to do the books.
Yes, sir. Anything in particular, sir?
Book 83, 83A, custody records. I'll let you know if there's a problem.
Thank you, sir.
Jeff Barrett.
You police?
Detective Inspector Harry Haynes. I'm from Sunhill.
Yeah. Only visitors I get are coppers. Bad, isn't it?
Well, it's not visiting time yet. Do you want to talk about it? How it happened?
This. My fault, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah. He did my knee as well, you know?
Cut it?
He kicked it. In the match. I was carried off.
He fouled you?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
I hit him. I slapped him in the face. Told him he better watch it. I don't like dirty players.
My stupid fault. I asked for it, didn't I?
It's not your fault. This is grievous bodily harm. You should press charges. Will you do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll press charges.
Good.
He shouldn't have done it, should he?
No.
You reckon I'll have a scar?
Probably.
I wouldn't mind a little scar, but it's going to be right down the side of my face. I'll be a freak.
No, you won't be a
I will! I'll be a freak! I'm sorry. I haven't seen how bad it looks. I don't...
Just get some sleep. What's all that?
That. You can't see that when I've got a shirt on. I punched the window last year. Lost that fight too.
Ray, what's this?
It's an undated entry, sir. An error.
Thought so.
You could cut the mood with a knife in here.
Cato?
Yeah, I don't know how he does it.
It's a knack. Ray, I'd like to interview that GBH now the solicitor's arrived.
Sure, you can have interview room too.
I take it we're all right with the clock.
Yeah, he was booked in at 9:30 p.m. last night. Unfit to be interviewed at 10. He had his detention reviewed, his rest periods and his meal breaks.
No problem then.
No problem.
Let's talk about the events of last night.
Let's.
I spoke to Jeff Barrett earlier. He said he did provoke you.
Is that a question?
He provoked you, didn't he?
Yes. Hold on. Should I answer that?
Up to you.
Up to me. All right, yeah, he provoked me. Hold on, wait a minute.
Problem?
You're messing me about.
It's a simple question. Did he provoke you?
Yes! No! You're saying that as if I know what Barrett has told you. I don't! I don't know!
Sit down. Sit down! You don't need to know. Just answer the questions.
You're trapping me.
I just want the truth.
What should I do? Should I tell him what happened?
I can't really say.
Oh, for pity's sake! You see this clown? His firm sold my house for me. You think to send me someone I could rely on?
Excuse me, I'm doing my best here.
He's not even a blasted solicitor. He's just a clerk.
There was no one else available.
That's the system, Matthews. You've got a legal representative. He doesn't have to be a lawyer.
Of course it has to be a lawyer! How do I know if you're stitching me up or not? Who's here to advise me?
You should have got a duty solicitor, if that's your attitude.
He's right. You should have got a duty solicitor.
I didn't know that. Look, this is impossible. There's no one here who's on my side.
It's not about sides.
Don't be stupid. Of course it is.
Oh, everything okay, sir?
Not too bad.
Thank you, sir. We try our best. Anything else you'd like to look at?
No, that's me finished. Just one thing, though. About that fiasco last night.
Sir?
Let's go into your office, shall we?
Interview resumes 10:50 a.m. Officers present as before. No legal representative present as requested by Mr. Matthews. Okay?
Okay. This is the deal, all right?
I'm not in a position to do deals.
Please. No sly questions. No traps. Just keep your mouth shut and I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you the truth.
20 youths smash up a bar, 5 police units in attendance, half the Met swamping the area, and we can only manage 1 arrest. Bit of a missed opportunity?
Not really.
No?
There was a GBH. The other lads got worked up about it. PC's Loxton and Jarvis were first on the scene. They decided not to make any arrests for a fray. However, we took the names and addresses of those involved.
What's wrong with Loxton? He lost his bottle.
Loxton made a decision based on the circumstances. It was a valid decision.
But was it right?
I wasn't there. I don't believe in second-guessing my men. Steve made his decision, and I stand by that.
Fair enough. This isn't a bollocking, Andrew. Just wanted to air the issue.
He's a brilliant player. Good with his head, both feet. Knows how to make an opening. Made me look a bit of a cart horse, to be honest. So I took him out the game. After the match, we went to their pub. I got a bit wrecked. 10 pints or something. Barrett was giving me needle, so I told him to stuff it. I went in the back room, the pool room, to cool off, rack up a few balls. Barrett followed me in and smacked me in the face. I would have laid him out right there and then, but I knew I was in the wrong. So I just picked up my pint, walked away. And then when I turned, he had a knife in his hand. And he came for me. I should have known. They all said he was a hard nut. So I hit him as hard as I could. With this hand. The hand with a pint in it. And then I ran through the bar. And he come out after me, chasing me. There was blood all down his face.
So that's your story, is it?
It's the only story I got.
Well, I'm sorry. It's not good enough. There's no one to corroborate your story. No witness.
I know. No one saw the knife. Except me. It's my word against his. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about courts, my brief, his brief, all the rest of that rubbish. All I'm saying is, here and now, you and me, believe me.
It doesn't matter whether I believe you or don't believe you.
But you do believe me.
No one saw the knife. It's as simple as that. You need a witness.
I was defending myself. Anyone would have done the same thing, wouldn't they? Wouldn't they? Come on. Admit it. If it had been you, what would you have done?
I would have had a witness.
Oh, sir, there you are. I've had a call.
If you have a message, put it on my desk.
But this is...
I said put it on my desk.
Don't let them grind you down, eh?
What? Hold on a moment. I wanted to ask you. This GBH, Robert Matthews, he been charged yet?
No, I'm still pursuing inquiries.
He's been in since last night. I can't keep him forever, you know.
If necessary, I'll apply to extend his detention.
Well, surely you got enough to charge him with now.
There's a chance he might be innocent. I thought I'd find out first.
I didn't mean to...
Right, Garrow.
Yeah?
Do you mind if I have a word?
Yeah, go ahead. Is it about the fight? Because I gave my statement last night at the station.
I've read it.
I saw nothing. Just Jeff with all his face cut up. I didn't see the fight.
I read that too.
So?
So I want a bit of background.
Magic!
What?
Magic player. Our best goal scorer.
Socially, though. As a person, what's he like?
Don't know, really. Only see him match days.
Well, he must see him down the pub. It's a pub team, isn't it?
Yeah, but Jeff's got his mates and I've got mine.
It's a bit odd, isn't it? I mean, you play in a team together. You must have had a pint with him from time to time.
I like him. Everyone likes him. Good laugh he is. You just got to keep your distance. He's a nutter. You can see it in there. He flips. I've seen him smash up a train compartment once. Another time, this guy was chatting up his girl. Jeff punched the window out just to get at him. Psycho, right?
Does he carry a knife?
I wouldn't know.
Andrew.
Sir?
Been thinking, this pub fight.
Yes, sir, I've spoken with PC Loxton.
I don't mean that. That's entirely your affair. I just wondered, would it be an idea to visit the pub? Warn the landlord about keeping his house in order?
Informally, you mean?
That's right, yeah. Prevention's always better than cure.
Good idea. In fact, I called the landlord half an hour ago. I'm on my way to have a chat with him now.
You're not one to miss a trick, are you? Tell you what, I'll come as well.
Lander Fletcher?
Take a seat, please.
Can we have a private chat?
Oh, sure. Excuse me.
Sorry to interrupt you while you're working.
Oh, that's all right. I don't mind. Is this about Jeff? Only, I didn't see anything. I was with the other girls. All I saw was a load of fellas shouting and kicking.
Well, not to worry. I think we've got a strong enough case already.
Good. I hope they throw away the key. He doesn't want to see me, you know. Jeff. He thinks I won't love him anymore. Because of the scars. I'm not like that.
No. How long have you known Jeff?
6 months. My brother played for his team. Mind you, I hate football, but when I saw Jeff, well, it's sexy, isn't it? When someone's good at something. And that was it, really. We started going out. He's a laugh, Jeff. Bit of a baby sometimes, but he's good as gold.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
What? What do you mean?
Well, is this the first time he's ever been in a scrape?
Is he a troublemaker? Is that what you're saying?
You don't mind me asking, do you? See, I have to be prepared. I don't know what the defence will argue.
Oh, right, I'm with you. Well, yeah, he's always getting into trouble. Oh, that time he punched the window. Oh, and you heard about the murder case, didn't you?
The one in North London?
No, West London, Hammersmith. Well, it's just someone being spiteful, giving Jeff's name. I mean, he didn't do it. They didn't charge him or anything. It's just bad luck.
The man we arrested last night.
Yeah? What about him?
Was he a regular?
No, I'd never seen him before last night.
You served him, though, didn't you?
I wasn't serving.
You allowed him to be served then.
If you like. What is this?
You're a publican. It's your job to keep order, not to serve customers who are drunk.
I didn't know he was drunk.
It's still your responsibility, Mr. North. Do you know how much trouble we put up with in pubs every month? Punch-ups, glassings, drunken hooligans running out of the pub to smash up the kebab house. It needn't happen.
You can't put all that on me. I'm not to blame for the drink.
You sell it, you're the landlord of this pub, you're responsible. Do you understand what I'm saying, Mr. North?
I understand you got a big mouth.
Last night, Robert Matthews was too drunk to be interviewed. Out of his skull, in fact.
So?
So I could report you for that. Permitting drunkenness. Won't do you much good when your license comes up for renewal.
You can't threaten me. I run a quiet pub. I'm known for it.
I don't care what you're known for. I've got my eye on you.
5 convictions. 5 for D&D. Interviewed last year by 6 area AMIP in connection with a murder case, a stabbing. Our man was chief suspect. They released him due to lack of evidence. The thing is, that's the victim.
So what is this, a smear campaign?
I think it's self-defence. I think Barrett pulled a knife and Matthews used that beard last to defend himself.
Any trace of the knife?
No.
Anybody see the
No.
knife? Any forensic?
Well, there's a beard last with blood on the end of it and Matthews' fingerprints on the other end.
Well, it's cut and dried. Why give yourself a hard time?
Because I think it's self-defence.
Well, in that case, you've got to apply for a warrant, get up to the hospital, search your man's clothes, because if he had the knife last night, he'll have it today.
I've already done it.
What?
I rang the hospital. He's discharged himself.
Well, you've blown it, haven't you? You're going to have to charge Matthews, bail him, and get on with the next job.
Well, with respect, sir, I wouldn't have handled it that way.
What way?
It's counterproductive.
What should I have done? Sucked up to him, shined his shoes.
All I'm saying is, you made an enemy out of someone who could have been a friend.
Your sister's standing surety. I won't oppose bail. You should be able to go home.
My troubles are over then.
Get yourself a decent brief. Tell your story. Tell the truth. See how it plays, okay?
It's just a big game for you, innit?
No.
It's everything for me. Even if I don't go to jail, which I probably will, no one's going to employ me with my sort of record. Glassing someone? I mean, I work in a post office. It's my job gone for starters. It's my bloody life up the spout, innit?
There's a bright side.
What bright side?
You didn't get stabbed.
I've known that publican for years. He runs a good pub, hardly any trouble. I just wanted a quiet chat with him so he could stop any bother in future. And then Cato comes barging in with his size 10s.
I can imagine.
I mean, why? Why does he do it? It's so pointless.
You want an honest answer?
Of course.
He does it because he enjoys it. He enjoys winding you up, getting under your skin. But the thing with Cato is that he's into power over people. That's why he doesn't mind if people hate him. So don't let him get to you. Don't let him jerk your string.
I don't intend to.
Busy, Andrew?
Yes. It's the Duke of Rutland. We just had a call.
Complaining about me?
The landlord wants help evicting a customer.
Him? He must weigh half a ton. Why does he need our help?
That's what I thought. So I'm going to call round myself, see what's going on.
Do you think it's a wind-up? Landlord getting his own back?
It's possible. Pretty stupid, though. I don't like being wound up.
I know you don't.
Anyway, I'll keep you informed, sir.
Oh, by the way, Andrew, that business earlier. No hard feelings, I hope.
Don't know what you mean, sir.
I didn't mean to undermine you, but sometimes I speak first and think later. It's my way.
Yes, sir.
Now let's take a look at that pub. Don't worry. Promise I'll behave myself.
How is he? We're doing our best, but do you want to go with him, June?
Yeah, Sarge, can I have a word? We do now have a witness, the woman over there. Apparently the attacker knocked her over, and when she got up, he was lying on the pavement with blood pouring from his throat.
And can she identify the assailant?
No, she just saw him legging it, but she said he was young and lightly built, and very fast. Apparently he ran like the wind.
So what do you think? Robbery?
Well, it doesn't look like it.
He looks like a hospital case. What's your problem?
That business last night. He caused it. He's to blame. From now on, he's barred.
Your call, Andrew.
Come on, then.
Jeff, out.
This is where I drank! These are me mates!
Wait! I have reason to believe you're in possession of prohibited substances. I propose to search you. If you refuse to be searched, I will take you to a police station and you'll be searched there. Do you understand?
Sir.
I said, do you understand?
I've been in hospital. They drugged me up to the eyeballs.
Empty your pocket. Amphetamines.
Harry, I've just had a phone call from Danny Pierce. He's at the scene of a stabbing.
Yeah, I've heard. The street robbery.
No, it was Robert Matthews. He got stabbed in the throat by an unknown assailant. He died on arrival at hospital.
I feel terrible. I want to see a doctor. Hello? I want to see a doctor!
Call the FME.
We get these checks as soon as possible. Friend of yours, Harry. We've been charging him with possession of amphetamines.
One knife, Sarge.
This isn't fair. After what I've been through, it's not fair.
You leave that!
What is this? Blood?
Yes, blood! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go!
Jeffrey Barrett, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes! Yes! I did it! Can you blame me?
Get him out.